So in reality, what you want to do is you got to think about all those situations where you can throw the flag out to stop them from capping. Or let's say you guys were playing playlist still and it wasn't V3. If you throw the flag out to under their base, now they have to drop down onto their level 1 to return it. So you have to anytime you can throw the flag out or even just off its stand, they can't cap it until it's returned. So always keep that in mind. Another thing, blue team, a lot of times I saw what you guys did was you'd run the flag out bottom middle and then port up your vent and then go into your window and go for the cap. That's a pretty good strat. Now the other thing though is on the red team, you guys see them run bottom middle, and then there's only 3 routes they can take. Up the vent, under their base, or up the char left, and every single time, no one had any idea. And if you don't have any idea where they're coming from, then you need to get to their base and throw their flag out, just to cause a distraction. Just like I said, literally throwing the flag out is one of the biggest things you could do in this game, especially in V3, obviously. Let's say it was Zealot, if you're on Zealot and you throw the flag out bottom middle, they can't cap it. They have to drop bottom middle to return it. So always keep that in mind because it gets them out of position and stuff like that. When you guys are in a standoff, it's not a bad thing to drop the flag. It's a 15-second return. So, let's say you and your teammate have a guy, and, I saw a lot of times, Moro, you were in Red 2 or something holding a flag, and your teammate Doom would get assault, ambushed from, Jetpack. You would just be looking at him with flag. Alright, so is it working? Alright, I was saying, if, let's say you guys had flag on, in Red 2, Moro, you'd be holding the flag on your flag, waiting for the return in the standoff, and Doom would get ambushed from the jetpack, and instead of dropping the flag and helping out, him, which now, as soon as you drop the flag, there's only 2 options. There's a 15-second return, or there's a 15-second reset, or a 5-second return. So one of those 2 has to happen. So if you think about it, if you don't think there's anyone near you, then you have a 15-second reset to play around with whatever you want to do. So when you're standing there with the flag watching your teammate die, just drop the flag, help out. It's not touch return in V3, so you can feel comfortable like that. Let's say even if it's Zealot and you're in a standoff, or it was normal in Countdown, it's a standoff, and there's a guy across the map and there's no one near you, it's not a bad idea to drop the flag and put a few shots in for your team. Because right now you're just playing short-handed 3-on-4. Then besides that, you guys really. You guys obviously didn't have the best rotations for, weapons and stuff like that. It's probably hard to tell the times in a 30-minute game time versus a 15. However, if you guys, no worries. If you guys just want to ever get a sheet of, literally get a sheet of paper and post it up next to your screen with the times for every game type. If you have on the right side, I know at 13:10 sniper comes up, 12:10 rockets. Then it's 11:10 sniper, then 9:10 rockets and sniper. So you just have that, and then you keep looking at it, and it keeps getting ingrained in your in your head. So that way, you can start initiating with your team pushes 20 seconds till rockets come up, guys. Let's make a setup or a strat for it. So it's always a good idea to know when all the power weapons are coming up. Obviously in the 30-minute game types, it's definitely a lot harder. So don't feel too bad about that. But when you guys would get a power weapon or something, you guys would just be running around. I didn't see too much control of both radios, which is huge in TSs or CTFs. A lot of the times you guys would be sitting in the vent, and all these people would be red 2 and blue 2. So then the vent guy would actually end up just dropping down to red 2 or blue 2 and trying to make kills. In reality, you just need to wait for people to come to you and get your you can get a few kills going, maybe work as a team, push into the base, and then the guy runs the flag out, but then you want to get back up top and cut off some routes. So, you guys did a good job, but another thing was that on balcony, or a lot of the times I saw you guys, let's say red 2, you guys were dying a lot of times on your flag, and spawning balcony, and then just pushing back to your flag. And, instead of, pushing to their base, or, no matter what, you guys are just, really in this, offense-defense mindset still. And, in an MLG game type, once you get to the thing about, like I said about Halo is it's trying to achieve efficiency. So in an offense defense type game type, yeah, it's not bad to sit back with the flag with your teammate and hold it down. Yeah, that's sweet and all. But in a game where it's all about efficiency, the one guy should be a flag guy hiding, and he should have a few options of where to throw the flag if he gets assaulted by himself, or would have run if he thinks he's getting ambushed, and then he at the same time he should maybe be in an area where he can drop the flag and help out his team, or be close enough, like in the radio where you're holding it in the end, Morrow, in the radio you can hold it secretly until you need to drop and cap the flag. So like there's all these places that are just necessary, but you just want to achieve like perfect efficiency. So when you're doing that offense defense and you guys are like sitting back with the flag, like yeah, you're doing a good job, but you could just be already over there getting in their base, getting the return. Like yeah, like if there's if they're sitting over there, like I said, you can't just sit there and expect to get the return. Like someone's got to make a play, whether it's either you're gonna get killed and you're gonna get the return, or they're gonna get the return, or vice versa, or you guys both get resetted. So it's like something's got to happen. So someone's gonna make a move. Besides that though, you guys did pretty good. A lot of try and keep control, like I said, of balconies or not balconies, but like level 3 more and radios. But other than that, I thought you guys did pretty well.
Thank you.
Do you guys have any questions though?
I have one question. I consider myself, when it comes into objectives, I consider myself the objective guy, the guy who always just goes for the ball, or the bomb, or
Yeah, I saw that.
for everything. But I am not very proficient. I see a lot of people do it where, they drop the flag, run, and then pick it up again and throw it in front of them, and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
I'm not proficient with that. I'm more of a person who, in my head, I'm thinking if I'm holding it down, they're not gonna see where the flag is, and there's less chance of them going to me. So I don't know if that's the right thinking, or if I should try to figure out.
What you gotta do is like it's called juggling, and what you gotta do is like obviously either you need to shoot to drop it, and like the thing about Halo Reach is it's all about the physics are all like real life physics, so it's like momentum. Like when you pick up the flag, you use half your speed. So if you're running with that and then throwing it up, yeah, you're getting the momentum of jumping still, but at the same time you're at that 50% speed, so you're not throwing it that fast. Now if you pick it up and as soon as your flag, or as soon as your guy registers as grabbing it, imagine like a flag sitting in the middle of your room or whatever, right? And like in some games, like in like not count Halo, like you need to be directly on it to hold B. In Halo, there's this like this radius of that you can grab it in. So like and it takes holding B like a point, let's say a half a second for you to pick it up. So technically, if you're running towards the flag with B held, it's going to pick it up instantly by the time you get there. However, if you hold it as you're walking over it, you'll pick it up and it teleports to your hands. And in that little delay of animation, if you actually look up and jump and press R, it gives you the momentum of you getting full speed and throwing the flag like physics-wise like faster. So like that's why how you see like if you ever watch my stream or something like that, you'll see me juggling the flag like because I'm sprinting and then throwing the flag at full sprint up and like farther to give it that momentum a push. So that's where like that's how you obviously get to the most like efficient and proficient way. It's a lot of practice to get it to that type of deal, but like I said, it's all momentum. Like even if you're just jumping and throwing it and you don't have the best delay pickup or whatever, you're still doing better than just holding it. So, but I mean at the same time, then you're losing the secret element of it, or so you gotta keep that in mind. So, like if you think like let's say on countdown right there, you got everyone killed and all 4 people dead, you got an overkill with the rocket. Obviously, you can run the flag as quick as possible. Doesn't matter if they see it or not because you got a cap. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? No one?
No. It's good. It's good, Eric.
Awesome.
That's a great lesson.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, man.
Definitely.
Take care.
Definitely.
Thank you, Eric.
I gotta make sure I post on that website, by the way, the Bungie coin. I've been meaning to.
Yeah, that'll be kind of cool.
Yeah, I definitely will. I've just been so caught up in the stream. I gotta get on that.
We're certainly
probably all watching. So.
Yeah, just make sure to check out my stream, guys, and I'll do it all the time. I've been streaming as much as I can.
Fantastic. And you changed your team name. What happened there? Did the league make you change it, or?
What'd you say, Len?
Eric, you changed the name of the team. Your team.
The name of my team is Dynasty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why was it changed? Was it a team league change thing or something, or you were Believe the Hype, right?
Yeah, we were Believe the Hype, but then like Believe the Hype is Clutch, and I consider Believe the Hype these other group of players, and so like I didn't mind giving them the team name, or either did my teammates. We finally talked it over and decided to give them it, so they could actually hold their, because like they won a championship under the name, and it just didn't feel right, so we ended up giving them the name, and we stuck with that. Yes, sir.
So in 2 weeks you'll be in a tournament, or
3 weeks, April 1st to the 3rd.
Are you doing that that land?
Yeah. Alright, so we're trying to, at least we're trying. The weekend before, we might do this 8-team land. We don't know though. We don't know if it's going through. So we'll see.
You got a lot of fans now. A lot more, you always have.
Definitely. Thank you. Alright, well I gotta head out and hit up one of my friends and stuff, but like I said, if you guys ever have any questions or anything, feel free to email me, message me on this, just asking me like anything at all, like, oh, if you have a clip you need to send me, like, why did this happen here, or what can I do to better my my play right here, what could I have done differently. Like, I literally don't mind answering any of those questions. That's easy to take time out of my day for that stuff. So just feel free to do that stuff too. But anyways, I'll be getting on my way. So nice meeting up with you. I look forward to seeing you guys again in 2 weeks, or maybe on the stream in between then. All right. Definitely. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Eric, again. Really
See ya. All right. What up? What up? What up? What up?